Thomas Ellis joins us today from EWC Consultants, and we talk about stall breakers. How can you get through the 3 most common problems that cause a prospect to stall, and then how do you break through that?
So, Thomas, I know you talk about stalls and how to break them. Can you clarify for the audience, what do you mean by stall breakers?
So, a stall. So you've had a great meeting with a prospect. They like everything that you're talking about. You appear to have some solutions for them. They're excited. You're excited. You give them a proposal, and then they disappear. We call that zero dark 30. You call them, you email them, you're unable to reach them. And so when you get a hold of them, you want to ask them a simple question by Mr. Jones. In most cases, there's a problem. And the problem is either price, timing, or delivery. Which one of those is causing you from not moving forward?
Okay. That's very straightforward.
You got to hit it head on.
Okay. So is that what you mean by break the stall?
Break the stall, right?
Okay.
Most salespeople that I work with have encountered, they don't want to make that call. They don't want to have that hard conversation because they're afraid of no.
Okay.
But I say, get them on the phone, address it up front, and see if you can move the sale forward.
Okay. So what kind of response do you get when you use those stall breakers?
Well, they go up significantly when you've done the homework up front.
Okay.
So during the first call or two, you have to be taking copious notes as to what's important to this customer. And you need to figure out, is it price, product, delivery? What is it that's going to move the sale forward? When you get to the stall breaker, you want to reiterate those previous conversations with the contact.
Okay, that makes sense. So, I was driving for when you think of examples that you've actually done it with a customer, and you say that sales reps are kind of intimidated to use the stall breakers. What actually happens for them?
So what actually happens for them is they don't make the call.
Okay.
They wait for the customer to contact them, and as you and I know, the customer never calls you back.
Right.
And so they just wait on it. They have an idea of what the issue may be, but they're afraid to address the issue. And sometimes it is as easy as this customer, I know that you think my price is high. Let me explain to you why it's priced the way it is.
Okay.
These are the benefits that you're going to get from using this product and service.
Okay. What has been your experience when you use a stall breaker?
My experience has been pretty good because I've been doing sales and sales training for 30 some odd years. So I initially try to hit it early and often. So if I'm going into a new client and I know that there's going to be a price objection, I immediately hit that right up front.
Okay.
By saying, I'm not the cheapest person in town, prices are of good value and quality. What's going to be important for you to making the decision? So if you know that you have a high priced product, you're better off up front going on the offensive than waiting for them to bring it up.
Okay.
Like disarming the customer.
Okay, I like that. So you disarm them by basically calling out the elephant in the room right off the bat.
Absolutely.
Okay, makes total sense. So, Thomas, what would you say is the most important thing our audience can do right now to become more effective in how they manage objections?
So right now, they should write down the top 5 objections that they had here. They should work with a team, make it a team exercise to say, how are we going to handle the prices too high? How are we going to handle that? And they need to come up with, and I don't want to use the word script, but they need to come up with talking points to disarm that customer.
Okay. That makes total sense, and I like the collaborative effort so you can get more minds in on what the best response is.
2 minds are better than one, right?
Exactly. Why not work with a team on it?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Thomas, for giving us those immediate tips that we can use on how we can become more effective in objection handling. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and have a fantastic week.
Thanks, you too.
Bye now.
Don't you just feel smarter already? I tell you, with all of the interviews that I've done for Sales Mastery, most days I feel like I can conquer the world. If you want to make sure to catch all of our interviews with chief sales officers, experts, top sales producers, connect with us on our YouTube channel right here. And if you want access to all of the resources that we have for you at Sales Mastery, you can connect with us right here. Our goal is to make it fun and to make it simple for you to stay on the leading edge of selling. So connect with Sales Mastery for the smart way for you to become your best.